Top of the day, everybody. It's another Tuesday. You know what that means. It's another edition of Health, Home, and Lifestyle. And since September is Suicide Prevention Month, I have with me the lovely ladies of Talk of Mental Health Awareness, or TUMA.
Yes.
And they will be here to talk about a variety of topics, what TUMA is, why TUMA was formed, and of course, their reaction to the launch of the 988 crisis hotline. To my right is Katrina. This is Ms. Desiree Moyling. This is Nicole and Kira. So, everybody, let's start off with you, Desiree. What is TUMA's mission and why was it started?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for considering us and actually inviting us to have this conversation. We are very grateful and honored. TUMA is actually a nickname for my brother who I lost to suicide back in 2017. And it coincidentally became the perfect acronym for Talk Up Mental Health Awareness. So the beauty in the tragedy is TUMA exists to merely bring awareness on mental health as well as efforts in the community for suicide prevention. So basically, we just bring awareness through our social media. We do what I like to call talk it ups in the community, is basically have conversations surrounded on the topic of mental health, right? It's such a umbrella of conversation, but all of us here are certified to have these conversations, and we basically sell products as well, just to bring awareness. Our logo is Choose You, and I feel it used to be choose life, choose happiness, choose you. And then I kind of condensed it because I feel that when you choose yourself, you basically choose all of that anyway. And losing my brother put me on this journey of self-love, where I realized that the only person that can really save you in your darkest of times is really yourself.
Nicole, please, could you share why you are part of TUMA? Did you also lose someone near and dear to you?
So I'm a part of TUMA because I actually battle with anxiety. And when Desiree approached me and had asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and she kind of broke down what TUMA is and our mission, I, without hesitation, agreed. I just think that there should be more unashamed conversation surrounding mental health, and I think that mental health is deserving of the same wellness you give to your physical life as well as your social life. I have not lost anyone to suicide, but I have grown up seeing close people to me lose themselves to any mental health struggle that has come their way. So in seeing that, I generated my own anxiety and worry for them. So seeing them lose themselves, that's how I view I lost someone to a mental health issue.
Well, you know what they say, if you worry about somebody else, that just means that you're an overall great human being, which is, it's not a flaw. People see it as a weakness, but most people would say that is a strength. Can I ask why you are a part of TUMA? Because both Desiree and Nicole, even though it's somewhat different, it still coincides with each other. So
for me, as an adult, looking back, I was experiencing symptoms of depression and anxiety since I was maybe in elementary school. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was just sad. Or my parents said to me like I was difficult, I was always angry. And then in high school, I attempted suicide. I failed, thank God. I attempted to take my life. And then after I had my daughter, I went through a very, very bad depressive episode. And through one of my best friends from high school, she actually told her story because she was going through the same thing. And she talked about getting help, where she went to get help, what she was going through. And during that time period, people really framed me as I'm crazy. And she was the one that told me that I wasn't, And so through her telling her story, I was able to seek help and realize that I'm not crazy. What I'm going through is not normal and that I needed help. So when Desiree approached me about TUMA, it's crazy because the whole point of TUMA is really talking about what you're going through. And through my own friend, years prior, it was her story that actually helped me, get help. So that's kind of why I'm a part of TUMA, is because I see the power in telling your story.
I am grateful to be a part of TUMA. Kind of fusing in or in syncing in with all of their stories. I also grew up with a mental health disorder, very similarly to Kira's history. And of course, as a child, I had no idea what was going on with me. You know, I didn't understand why I was feeling a certain way, why I was doing certain things. Of course, you know, my parents at the time would just take me to therapy because that's all they knew. That was the only resource, especially during that time, that they thought was the only thing that could help us. So, of course, growing up, mental health really was a stigma, and it was just something not talked about. So I'm very grateful now, as I've gotten older, that I've done more research, I've been more educated, I understand more of why I am the way I am. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I'm not embarrassed anymore about it. I want to be able to talk about it with the community so that people can understand that whoever is also going through the same thing I am, they can also, you know, try to seek resources and get help and better themselves, because it's not a limit, it's not a restriction on yourself. And I don't want people to feel like they have to define themselves that way, because that's how I did for most of my life until I realized that I can get help, I can better myself. So I think that's also part of the reason why I am a part of this, and I want to share that with the community and hope that they can also do the same thing.
Well, that just about does it for this one. Thank you so much to the wonderful ladies of Talk Up Mental Health Awareness Guam. You can hit them up if you have anything that you want to talk about. They are available, as they had just said. And of course, don't go anywhere because we'll have more after the break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.